Regine Promotions, and the Federal Ministry of Health present Your Health, Your Nurse, and a Whole New You on a new television program, National Pulse Television, showcasing your nurse at work, community health services in your area, reproductive health choices, HIV palliative care, food as your medicine, lifestyle choices to stay fit and healthy, and of course, health news. Reach us with questions and concerns on your health on our first ever Regina E-Clinic, where doctors and nurses are on standby to see you. Keep it a date on National Pulse TV, coming to your area soon.
I met the woman, she was not to me mother and child emergency on account of burst abdomen.
Yes.
So when the woman came in, I got the information from her that she had her first CS 2 years before, and it was due to fetal distress.
CS, cesarean section.
Cesarean section.
Yes.
2 years before, due to fetal distress.
Yes.
And she had it at this doctor's clinic. He claims to be a doctor. On the long run, we found out that he is a traditional birth attendant that does surgery. He is not a nurse. He's not a doctor. He's not even an auxiliary nurse. I mean, a quack. He is a traditional birth attendant that does surgery in his clinic. So,
But he cannot do surgery if he's not licensed to do
he did
surgery.
this. So when he did that first surgery, he just went to the uterus, brought out the dead baby because she lost that baby.
Yeah.
So he just hung all the blame on the fact that she didn't consent for surgery on time, and so she had to lose the baby due to fetal distress. So she should come on time for another surgery. So they pick a date and they do like an elective cesarean section. Okay, so when she got pregnant the second time, she just felt, okay, now I can go to the doctor who did my previous CS. So she went for the surgery. The guy went in. But because the initial surgery was not done well, she had a lot of adhesions and all of that, from the tongue to the fascia and down to the uterus, even to the intestines. But the guy just went directly into the uterus again, brought out the baby, and then just closed her up that way. So, she was not taking anything, and she was on new oral until like the 4th day. When they tried to do the dressing, they just discovered that feces was coming out directly from the upside, meaning that he had come through the abdomen down to the large intestine, causing a fistula that is as open as is as big as this, and then anything she takes in comes out as feces through into that upside. So he told the husband that he's going to do a secondary repair, that he's going to take her back in. So they consented, paid another money, took her back into the theater. Okay, he tried all his best, he couldn't get it, so he just took the short way out, referred to the general hospital. So that was when I met her.
Yeah.
I used my, little ideas to be able to get some information from her. So I discovered that the doctor made it look as if it was not his fault. And so if they even come to the hospital and mention his name, the general hospital nurses might not take you, the doctors might not take you, so you just don't need to tell them, and just tell them you just found it that way after the surgery. So she was trying to protect the doctor by not giving any information, believing that she's also protecting herself. So I made her realize, we started, she had overwhelming sepsis. She was just, going up and down by exam and all of that. The infection rate was so high. We started managing. So I contacted some of my friends. They connected me to a guy who does media, and carries all this. I was like, we need to find out who that guy is. I'm not sure he's a doctor. So we connected somebody at the Nigerian Medical Council. We found out that his name is not on the list. He's not even a doctor. So from there, we went down again to confirm. We asked from people around. We discovered that he is not even a doctor, that he is just a traditional birth attendant that is confident enough to do surgery. He trains people up
and kill them,
graduates them, and the pictures go everywhere.
So was this brought to the attention of the nursing council?
I know.
It was everywhere.
I think but this is what we did. We had it on her. It was heard.
Okay.
We had it on because we later lost the lady.
Yeah.
We lost her like I think a month after the whole this thing, she died. So we found because he was claiming I'm a doctor. So
nobody went after him. Nobody asked questions.
If not for I was the only person that made sure that I brought him down single-handedly. There was nobody to support. Even medical. I realized I was holding a license for medical council. Yeah, to practice as a doctor. So we discovered it was in medical council that somebody prepared that
Fake
license for him.
Wow.
And a life was lost, and a baby died.
But now we found out that they closed down his clinic.
Good.
He has been run down, but all of that, the life has
But
been
what
lost.
stops him from
Plenty other
opening up?
people.
What stops him from opening up in another
He
city?
could, because he went down to Ogun State and Abeokuta, where he believes that Ogun State, you can see anything anywhere. There is, unlike Lagos State, you won't see anybody to come and question you.
Yeah.
Their nurses walk on the streets with their uniforms like that.
They are
quacks.
All them nurses, please. They
They are quacks.
And I think where the issue is, there's no process, no protocol, no system to contact an MCN.
Yeah.
Issues like this, I believe there should
We
be
should
a
have
process,
a body.
that you call to report to, who
Yeah.
will take it up
Maybe a unit,
and help us out.
should.
Nurses are only doing this. We always try on social media to react to things, to respond and enlighten the people. And this brought about a lot of nurses being so active on social media. But the point is, even the nursing body itself is not so active on social media to debunk all those reports. There's no news on Punch. Punch carries
And it's true. Anytime this quack they do something bad, like the last one
They will just say
that
a
wanted
nurse
to
did
deliver a
this.
baby and remove the hand of the baby. And the
put on the
newspaper
hand
said
of
a
the
nurse
new baby, and it
removed
was
the hand of the
full
baby.
headline.
So you expect your body to come out immediately. This person is
So
not
this
a
is
man
not
of
a
body,
nurse,
this is a
but you will
quack.
not see anything. You won't hear anything.
They won't defend us, they won't fight against the quacks.
The image is not so good in Nigeria.
You know, so
because these
once these quacks
when
do
they
anything-
portray us, even headlines that you think they ought to be, they ought to know about these things, they wouldn't even know the difference between registered nurse and this quacks. They
industry
say a nurse,
represent nursing
okay, these
in a
days.
very, very bad way. You
they are
see
very-
different movie posters
Sometimes
everywhere.
they are frauds.
You see nurses dressed in
Half
some,
naked, saying they are nurses.
and they just say nurses. But there is nobody to stand up and say stop it. There had been this particular soap opera going on TV for a very long time.
It matters.
This Clinic Matters had portrayed nurses as
think they changed.
gossipers,
Corrected.
as prostitutes, as stupid,
Gossips.
senseless people who
Gossips.
can't even reason and make decisions. Nurses who run after doctors to say, doctor, help us. And this thing has been going on local TV stations and even on our cable TVs, and nobody is stopping it.
Let me ask you something. People who make movies and drama on television get their storylines from somewhere. So if there are so many quacks in the profession, probably they are observing these quacks do these things that they are reporting on TV. But when they are doing this, they should highlight the fact that these are not registered nurses. These are quacks. But then how can you get that message out to the public? It is time that there was a body, instituted to do something, to follow up and do something about all these negative representations, all these quacks practicing, and flush them out of the system. Otherwise, we will continue to have a bad name.
Do you know there was a time I took care of a woman, a patient. She was so glad, she was so happy. She was like, "Please, when will you do your freedom?" I'm telling you, say, oh mommy, pele, don't want to
Educated
free.
people, some of them don't know. Educated people
And I
don't
said,
know.
Mama, I'm an educated nurse. I'm a registered nurse. Kinin Japan. That's what do I mean by that? Didn't I learn this work as an apprentice? I said, no, Mama.
No.
I went to school. I'm a registered nurse. They don't understand. Even the society.
So
is
we
ignorant.
need a lot more work.
Yes, we need to enlighten them.
Yes.
And I think we can start by making sure that the council moves
In defense
all
of the
schools
profession.
of nursing in every teaching hospital, in every mission house to the university.
Yes.
It's number one step we must take so that everybody who wants to be a nurse will know that they have to go to University of Lagos, University of Nigeria and Soka, University of Port Harcourt. That it is not clinic somewhere. So if you take our education straight to the university, it's a good step, somewhere to start from. So no, the quacks won't have a place to hide, really.
Yes.
Because now everybody will know that anybody who is a nurse has been to the university.
Yes.
So collegiate system will help us. Yes, our teaching hospitals may be adamant, they may not want it to work, but the council
But we
must
have to
stand
fight for it.
on their feet that it works. Because yes, teaching hospitals get a lot of money from selling the forms for schools of nursing, from schools, yes, post-basic schools too, ophthalmic, intensive care, all of them, they get a lot of money from the sales of forms.
Yes, sales of forms and even tuition fees.
But there's a way the council can still give them a portion of that money, like an incentive. And so we'll be able to train more nurses, that are having degrees in their hands and not just,
I think
parading the streets with quacks.
Those two things together is, if you want to help, because most of these nurses, they have the passion for nursing. Most of the quacks they have passion for nursing.
Let me just give an instance of the ones that happened recently. There was this particular girl that she was my friend on Facebook, and she doesn't know about nursing really, but she has always wanted to be a nurse, and she has written jams severally and gotten school of nursing forms, but finance has been the major challenge for her. They are always brainwashed that even if you go to school and if you come to my hospital, it's the same thing. You don't need to go to school. I can teach you what those ones who are in school knows. And she did it for almost 3 years.
They do it for 3 years. That's
they waste these young girls' youthful time to invest in their life, doing something worthwhile. They will waste their time there, watch their cars, watch their houses, clean the hospitals, scrub the floors, go on errands.
And that is where they don't understand what nursing really stands for.
And
that is where they will run. They will run after their doctors.
They will still pay these people doing this. The point is that these people are professionals. They are medical personnel, medical doctors, medical officers. You're a physician and you're doing this, which is an illegal thing. It's a criminal offense. But it still boils down to no protocol, no system to arrest these people. There's no penalty for it. Who is arresting them? What are the law enforcement doing?
Call them, okay, there's an hospital that is training quacks. Can you please? It has to be. Yeah, it has to be legal.
If there is an agency that is picking them up for us, they will stop doing this. They wasted years. She doesn't have a mother. She doesn't have a mother. She has 5 children. She has 5 siblings. She has to fend for by herself. And you people are telling her that she's going to be a nurse through that way. She was ignorant. She never knew. She was just wasting her time. And she's like 26, 27 now. When she was supposed to be in school,
when she's beginning to get a form, they'll tell her the age limit. You can't get a form
again.
The last time I saw the form from Lagos State School of Nursing in Igodo, I saw them wrote on it that if you are above 26, you can't obtain a form for the nursing program. You can only go for the post-basic midwifery. So I was like, oh, this is another problem for somebody who is just realizing that, oh, I want to go for nursing. So you are making it impossible for somebody who is above 26 to obtain a form to go in for nursing.
The point is, this quackery thing affects those people who are in quackery themselves and the profession as a whole.
Of course,
you waste their time.
In the healthcare,
if
at risk,
the public at
because
risk.
They don't want to give you. They don't know why they are giving you what they are giving you. They don't know the rationale behind the medication.
I must not show you
I just know that when there's somebody that has an headache, I give paracetamol. You don't want to know what is the cause of the headache. Is there a tumor in there? There's no investigation to even run. All they want to know is, okay, you're having a headache. Okay, I can give you diclofenac. And that is why we have a lot of patients coming out with pentecost and all of that.
And
the use of drugs, because the nurse in their neighborhood will easily give you something without any big quack. Even
now,
quack.
Ma'am, there are quacks. And I think one way we can help them is to do it the way the US does it. We can make them CLAs.
Okay.
We can make them CLAs.
Yes.
So that they will be officially recognized.
Yes.
And trained, monitored.
Yes,
trained
better.
and licensed by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria.
As certified nurse assistant.
Yes.
It will be a way out.
Lagos State is doing something now. Lagos State is doing something. That's what I was trying to explain. Lagos State is creating an opportunity for attendants. Who are attendants? Attendants are nurse assistants that run around, do most of the cleanings when the cleaners are not there. Go to the lab to get you the blood and all of that. Now they are picking some of these attendants who has a little more education than the others, above maybe secondary school level, train them as nurse carers, patient carers.
Same thing.
So when they bring them back, they give them green. They tell them that they can do normal vital signs. They can go ahead and
you know where the problem is clear role boundaries.
This is it.
We have that issue in Nigeria.
These people,
And it's the
I caught one of my carers on my unit.
Too much good information.
I caught one of the carers on my unit giving his number to a patient, telling the patient that he should just leave the hospital. He will complete the malaria treatment for him at home.
That's what I'm saying about clear road boundaries. Sorry,
Clear road boundaries.
People don't know their boundaries.
If we are going to make them CNAs, if we have in my unit, we call them nursing aides.
Yes, nurse aid.
They feed patients. They can check finger stick glucose level.
Yes.
R.M.S. They can do that.
Yes.
They help us pack our trays too.
Yes.
So they do all these minor jobs.
Yes.
But we must set boundaries. The
Yeah.
council must stand up and create a division so that you know that this is a registered nurse, this is a licensed vocational nurse, or a certified nurse assistant. So with that, like creating boundary, reiterating on our point, it will help us to know who is who, and we have clear job description.
Yeah, clear job description.
You know what? I'm not.
Give them an opportunity, they go beyond that. Then you give them a little help, they want to use it to the maximum level. They give themselves names.
No, Zamai, do you know why I'm kind of drawing back on that point? Because I think the system we have on ground right now, I don't think we can handle that. It's a good initiative. It's a good suggestion. But the point is that I don't think NMCN can actually undo CNAs
At this moment.
at this
But
moment.
Lagos State had already
The
started
point is, wait.
And that's why I made
that is
mention
why
of
you
the
see,
fact
a
that
lot of
states should
trainings.
take over.
Wait, a lot of trainings are done, and which NMCN is not carried along.
Of course.
A lot of trainings that you'll be like, what's NMCN doing about this? But they're not doing it. The point is, I feel it has to do with system working. Systems you've put in place, how are they working? Are they actually working? There's no evaluation, there's no monitoring.
I think the problem we have
When we monitor and evaluate what we are doing, we'll be able to know how to work.
Nurses are actually in NMCN.
It's not about certification.
No, listen. When I say passionate, somebody
It's
who
not about
actually
certification.
wants to move this profession forward because I am in the post where I can do that. If the registrar is the other person who is a nurse here, how many things gets to her or him?
Is it
Do you get my point? See, these people, Lagos had already started. The first batch has gone and come back. The second batch is there at the moment. They will come back and you discover that they have converted all your attendants to nurse carers. And when they come back, they will tell you that they have their certificate. Who train them? They are not in any other states aside from Lagos State. I see them flooding everywhere. And that is why you will now tell them, okay, go to the lab and get me a blood for this patient. They will tell you, it is not my job.
Now, can I ask you a question?
They say no.
You want to train a nurse carer, as you said it. Who is supposed to be in charge of that training?
The nurses.
Nurses are supposed to be in
The
charge of
nursing
it.
council.
It's not supposed to be a state
No,
level.
it is not supposed to be a state level.
Very
training.
good. Now, if you are not saying NMCN should handle it, we nurses as a whole, even the issues we have presently, have they
Have we
sorted
sorted them?
We've not sorted them. It's like we are adding more to their issues.
And they don't even
A
solve the
lot of
problem they have
nurses
on
are
ground.
going through a lot. I used to say there's too much gap between NMCN
And the
and nurses. I've always asked, who are the people working in NMCN? We have nurses that can function very well in administration.
Pick them.
I love to work in somewhere like this. Admin, I don't really love clinicals. I'm not so good at clinicals, but put me in office, do this. I love all those kind of things. But the point is, you don't even know. By the time you find out what are the people working in NMCN, these people are not nurses. You're trying to get your license, you're trying to get this. You're talking to someone that doesn't even know anything about nursing.
Was it Jay that had
Who was telling me that kind
The
of...
verification office is far from the admission office.
Imagine,
Call
the person
back.
is not
You
a
call for
nurse.
You're still in trouble.
The person is not a nurse. The person does not understand.
So you cannot transfer the call.
You
There was a
can't
time I wanted to
even.
verify my results.
They cannot transfer a call from one office to
education
another.
service, and when I called
We
the
have a
verification
board.
office,
A
the woman
board.
was saying,
NMCN has
come
a
back by
board.
2 p.m. Come back by 2
Headed
p.m.
by
Come back by 2
Dr. Bola Ofi.
My office is far
Presently,
from
right
the
now,
other office.
she's a nurse. She has a PhD already, and they have other board members. This is a federal government appointment. But the issue is, I learned some of these people on this board are not even actually nurses. How do you bring in people who are not in the profession to make decisions for that profession? How will you understand what I'm going to? You don't understand what I'm going through. There's no gap, no communication.
Every month in this country, we have our professional course that we do before we renew our licenses. They use this
every month.
So possibly
like 3 years.
But you have to do.
You don't get it. It does not mean that I have to do it every month. When my license expires, I have a month that I can use to. Like every month the program goes on. Within 3 years you renew. But every month the program holds in every state in this country. So we use the medium to they renew some things, tell us new things that are happening in nursing, and then we try to tell them what challenges we have, what problems we are facing. Nurses in the private sector are being used by their organization to train these quacks. By force. Why? Yes. Because majority of these nurses wants to come into the government sector to work, but the employment is not there. And now a private sector is saying, come in and work with me. And what that private hospital needs is just one registered licensed nurse and about 20 quacks. And then she will be instructed and mandated to train them.
I have a different opinion about that. You were not mandated to train them. You offer the job. If you're not convenient with the job description, if you're not comfortable, you leave it. The point is, we nurses thinking you actually have to always work under someone for you to get paid. You might say that I created job myself. Can I just share my experience, please? Let me share my experience. I left school 2013 in search of job. Everywhere I went to was quacks. I'll have to be the one to train them. I was going up and down. Then later I just said, why am I bothering myself? Because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand these quacks who cannot even speak in English. They can't even say, I go to school. They can't say a complete sentence in English. There's no results. These people cannot even, they are dropouts. They are touts, they are rascals, and you want me to.
Your pastor has told that I see
you see them.
Don't just go.
You see them the way they talk to people. They shout on you. They abuse. They fight. They tear people's clothes. Yes. Those are the kind of people they meet and they call them nurses.
And they want you to
and you want me to stand there.
They to the patient. And you're like, you're proud. Those nurses in private, no, they're not nurses. Then you now have to start explaining.
I just decided, okay, fine, let me create a job for myself. I have a license. My license, it covers a whole lot of things. Why can't I just stay within that? I have nurses that start their clinics just there, just checkups. When you think they should refer you, they refer you to the appropriate channel. But the point is, in school, I'll say our nursing education has a lot to do with that. There's a kind you can put in entrepreneurship and look for ways we can function without you being paid by someone. There's a way you can just do your things and you still be comfortable. But every nurse does not have that opportunity. Yes, but I feel entrepreneurship will help us a lot.
Everywhere, it's good in Lagos.
We have different stories. We have different stories and different states. The standard of living in some states cannot compare to other states.
They don't have money.
I live in Lagos State.
So those working in
aside the fact that I work in a government hospital, I have other things I do jobs that bring me money.
You can combine 3 jobs in Lagos.
States that the economy of that state cannot help. You just want to work. And you said something yesterday that I held on to. You went to school and you spent millions. You spent 400,000 for your first year, something thousand for your second.
Over 4 million
for your school. Now you spent that and you
state.
got a job that is willing to give you 30,000 naira. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You said how many years are you going to work to recover that money? Not now talk of what is my gain. This is the story of so many other people who went to school of nursing through their nose. And these people might not even have good support to even further from nursing to do their professional courses. They can only stop at being general nurses, hoping that when I work and I get other better incomes, I can do better for myself. This kind of person will not get a private hospital job and let it go.
Okay, stop the video because it's a very long video. I want to ask the nurses about their scope of practice, what they hope to add to their scope of practice that would help them offer better healthcare services.
Regine Promotions and the Federal Ministry of Health present Your Health, Your Nurse, and a Whole New You on a new television program, National Pulse Television, showcasing your nurse at work, community health services in your area, reproductive health choices, HIV palliative care, food as your medicine, lifestyle choices to stay fit and healthy, and of course, health news. Reach us with questions and concerns on your health on our first ever Regina E-Clinic, where doctors and nurses are on standby to see you. Keep it a date on National Pulse TV, coming to your area soon.